So ESPN World Sports Complex opened 1997, so it's almost been 20 years now. Originally Disney's Wide World of Sports Complex was rebranded to ESPN in 2010. It's one of the largest multi-sport venues in the country. A lot of people know it for some of the fan events that we host, some of the professional events like Brave Spring Training. There's an NCAA basketball tournament in the fall. We also have had a variety of, like, the Magic have trained here, the Bucks used to do their mini camps here. It's actually a lot of amateur sports. It's over 90% of our business is actually amateur sports. Pop Warner does their Super Bowl here every year. We have the AAU National Volleyball Championship, a lot of basketball, and a lot of cheer and dance. So what you see at the complex right now is 3 venues, Champion Stadium, and 2 multi-purpose venues, and over this way, 1 additional multi-purpose venue to be built in 2017. They'll actually be a little bit larger than the 2 venues we already have. It's about 220 acres. It is hosted, it hosts about 100 events annually, more than 100 events annually. More than 70 different countries athletes have participated from have come here. This year alone, more than 30 different sports we've hosted. And the 2, so you got the 2 venues, you got Champion Stadium, you got the new venue that is to be built, and you also have 30 different multi-purpose fields back there. You have a tennis quadruplex, you have the track and field complex, so a lot of people know it for Braves, but it actually is a sprawling complex that has almost capable of hosting any different sport, any different event.
Excellent, and can you talk a little bit about that new venue that's going to be built?
Sure. So, yeah, over my shoulder here is going to be a new cheer and dance venue. It'll be predominantly for cheer and dance, built in 2017, 286,000 square feet. They'll be able to house about 8,000 seats, but it's also capable of hosting or constructing 6 different basketball courts, 6 different volleyball courts at a time, so it is multi-sport. It's also could be used as like a concert amphitheater, but it'll be predominantly cheer and dance, and it's really in partnership with Varsity Spirit, who hosts a lot of cheer and dance events here at ESPN World of Sports each spring. So we'll start left here at Champion Stadium. So again, for a lot of people that know of ESPN World of Sports, a lot of times the first thing they think of is Champion Stadium. Many times because they've been to a Brave Spring Training game, because Major League Baseball, obviously the Grapefruit League, plays in Florida, and about half the teams in all of Major League Baseball train in Florida. So a lot of times if they know or they've been here, they've been for Brave Spring Training. But this venue alone, which just in seating alone can house about 9,500 people, hosts a lot more than just Brave Spring Training each year, a variety of baseball and softball events, but it also truly is a venue for concerts and other special events, which it's hosted many times in the last couple of decades. So one thing that makes this place cool, and one thing that has really been strengthened with the ESPN rebrand 5 or 6 years ago, is the state-of-the-art production center that is now housed here. So there's thousands of hours of ESPN programming that is built from here through our production center, which has ESPN and Disney cast members here each day. And one of the cool things for athletes that come here is the ability to have your games either streaming live on an ESPN platform or recorded with highlights that you can watch at the end of the day or weeks later, both on the screens here and on our in-room channel. So it's very cool for an amateur athlete to have the opportunity to play in a game that looks like it was on ESPN, that have highlights cut like it's ESPN. So it's a really cool experience for athletes that come here. So one of the great things about this facility, even though it is so sprawling, is that the venues are so close to each other, and this is really great for something like Night of Joy when you have different concerts going on at different venues. So you have HP Fieldhouse right here, and then right across the way you have Champion Stadium. And on the other side too, you have Johnson Center. So all within this hub, obviously more than walkable, they're just a few feet away from each other. And these are the 3 venues predominantly that most of the Night of Joy activities take place.
When there's no time, no hope, no way.
So this is HP Fieldhouse. You can seat about 5,000. Obviously, as you can see right now, it's set up for basketball, but as we were talking about, it is truly a multi-sport venue. Not only can it host dozens of different sports within this venue, but again, dozens of different events. We've had concerts in this venue. We've also done live broadcasts with ESPN in this venue. So this is where a lot of cheer and dance takes place too, which kind of has that stage set up, that production feel. So truly capable of hosting any different event. So a lot of times when people come in and immediately turn left to Champion Stadium or for Run Disney events, a lot of times they'll head right to Giardino Center for a Health and Fitness Expo. They don't see this part of it, which is the 30 plus fields that we have that are multi-sport fields. Like I said, the tennis complex is back there, the track and field complex. We had Orlando City Soccer here last year while they were building their stadium before they moved into the Citrus Bowl. Those two tents are actually temporary tents to house our cheer and dance events in the spring. A lot of that would actually be able to be taken care of in the new venue that we're building in 2017. And then also, as you may know, this is the site for the Invictus Games this year, which is Prince Harry's Games for wounded veterans. So we've just started some of the infrastructure for that event, which takes place in May. In fact, they just started working on the temporary pool that will be here for the swimming component of that event, which is pretty cool.
Calendars have changed too. People, their schools are out. It's all changed.
So this is Giardino Center. To my right is the ESPN World of Sports Grill. This is also another venue that we're leveraging for Night of Joy in kind of an artist spotlight format. So obviously, in addition to being able to grab a bite here, there will also be special artists that we'll house here that will be able to perform for folks that were sitting in the venue.
And you can come here and actually dine too, correct, just generally?
Yes. So it is not open every day. It does depend on the events that are here each day. So definitely be sure to check the schedule before you come. But this is absolutely a venue that most days out of the year is open, that you can grab a bite to eat, 7 different screens to watch whatever big game is on that day. So yeah, great option for folks that are looking for something different on property.
And is it a little bit like a bar food type menu?
Yep, bar food menu. There actually are some healthy options. They just changed the menu recently, and a full service bar as well. The Giardino Center event space. Can't really see it right now, but this corner right here, a lot of times they use during the Run Disney events for the speaker series. So it's good kind of spotlight series depending on the amount of people that are coming for something like that, for presentation of some sort.
And you're using this a lot more for Run Disney, aren't you? Because that's gotten so huge.
Yes, it's a big. If you've ever been to one of the expos, you can see how big it is when you come here. And they do. They use that for the speaker series here. They also do a lot of press conferences here too. It's kind of a good spot for something like that. And this is kind of the main spot for Giardino's. Obviously right now basketball, but just like HP, multi-sport, multi-purpose. We've hosted a variety of different events here. Again, a lot of folks that have been to the complex will know it for the Run Disney health and fitness, health and wellness expos, but capable of being used for a lot of different events, as Night of Joy is an example of that. Yeah, so what a lot of people don't know is that they do have access to ESPN World of Sports Complex with the Water Park Fun and More option. This is one of those options that they can pick. There's also just general admission that they can purchase each day. Typically, you do want to find out what events are taking place here because, again, it's not events here every day, so you definitely want to see if there's something that is interesting to you to come see. Certainly for our fan events, like for Brave Spring Training, those require a separate admission, a separate ticket. But a lot of people don't really realize that this complex exists in this capacity and that it is something that they can check out and see any day with a variety of different ticket options.
And to find out what's going on here, is there a number to call? Check with the hotel concierge?
The best thing to do is to go on the website, ESPNWWOS.com, or follow us on Facebook and Twitter, because a lot of times anything that's taking place here for the week ahead, you'll see on one of those pages.